All right. Okay. Got some WWE news today. Well, only one piece. I just got word that Toni Storm is no longer with the WWE. It's freaking crazy, man. She was just in a title match on SmackDown this past Friday, and now she's gone. It's really crazy. You know? It's just crazy. Another wrestler gone from the WWE. And yeah, I'm going to read it right here. Toni Storm is reportedly no longer with WWE. The story going around WWE is that Storm requested for her release. Is that something on my note? Okay, my bad. The story going around WWE is that Storm requested her release and then it was granted, according to Fightful and PWI Insider. It was noted that Storm flew herself home from Baltimore this morning. WWE is in town for tonight's live event, so that's where the live event is taking place. It's in Baltimore, and Storm was in Baltimore, I guess, and she flew herself home and she left. A memo was issued to talent this afternoon announcing Storm's departure, but it did not mention budget cuts as the reason, which has been the norm. As of late with various WWE releases we've seen in 2021, Storm was the only name mentioned in the memo. Storm has been involved in a Blue Brand feud with SmackDown Women's Champion Charlotte Flair as of late. Flair retained over Storm during last Friday's Christmas Eve edition of SmackDown, and then worked this week's live events in Orlando and Washington, D.C., competing in a triple threat title matches with Flair and Sasha Banks. Storm's last match came on Tuesday in Washington, D.C., so she was in a title match last night. And the next day, you're gone. Storm first started working with WWE in the summer of 2017 for the inaugural Mae Young Classic. She signed with WWE in May of 2018 and competed in the WWE UK title tournament event. She later won the 2018 Mae Young Classic at the All Women's Evolution pay-per-view. Storm later worked the NXT UK brand before being called up to the main NXT brand in the United States during the fall of 2020. She was called up to the main roster this past summer and made her SmackDown debut with a win over current WWE Women's Tag Team Champion Queen Zelina Vega on July 23rd. Storm leaves the company as a one-time NXT UK Women's Champion. This is really just... it's crazy. Toni Storm is gone from WWE, and that's another one. And I'm making sure there's nobody else is getting released. So I was going to wait till like an hour before Dynamite started to make this video, just in case any more releases came out. Hopefully this doesn't start the mass release thing that WWE is planning to do, because I think WWE will do another mass release sometime soon. I had a gut feeling it was going to be before New Year's, but maybe this is the start of it. Who knows? Scott D'Amore, Tony Khan, you know what to do. Once her 90 days is, I believe she has a 90-day non-complete clause. And what is, hold on, let me pull it up. Hold on. What is 90? Yep, her 90-day non-compete clause will expire on March 29th, 2022. Scott D'Amore, Tony Khan, you know what to do. Both of y'all are in desperate of needing more women on your roster. So that leaves you, Taya Valkyrie, Mia Yim, Ember Moon, Tegan Knox, and Toni Storm on the market. Once their non-compete clauses are up, they'll be on the free agent market. Go ahead and scoop these women up, man. Impact Wrestling, man, they can benefit from getting a Toni Storm on their roster. You know, I would love to see a Toni Storm versus Deonna Purrazzo match. I would love to see a Toni Storm versus Chelsea Green. Toni Storm versus Jordynne Grace. Toni Storm versus Tasha Steelz. Toni Storm versus Mercedes Martinez. Toni Storm versus Tennille Dashwood. Impact has the best women's division in North America, in the United States. And I think Scott D'Amore can reap the benefits if he scoops Toni Storm up. I'm pretty sure Toni Storm, I'm thinking she will land in Impact Wrestling. I don't think Toni Storm goes to AEW. Unless TK is really, really heavily interested in her. Which I'm pretty sure he will be. I think if she goes to Impact, then her and Juice Robinson can be in the same company. Because Juice Robinson is working at Impact Wrestling through the Forbidden Door from New Japan. And Toni Storm is engaged to Juice Robinson. So she can be in the same company as her fiance. So yeah. But she will be a great addition to that Knockouts division, man. Along with Deonna Purrazzo, Jordynne Grace, Chelsea Green, Tasha Steelz, Mercedes Martinez. Yeah, man. Decay. Bro. That Knockouts division can get 10 times better if you sign Toni Storm, Ember Moon, a.k.a. Athena, Nissen Newell, used to be Tegan Knox, and try to bring back Taya Valkyrie. Bro, if you bring those four women through the Knockouts division, plus Mia Yim, I don't know if she wants to be in the same company with Keith Lee or not. I don't know where Keith Lee is going, where his mind's at. But yeah. But if you sign 4 of those women in the Knockouts division, your Knockouts division is going to skyrocket. But yeah, I'm pretty sure Tony Khan will scoop one of those talents up, honestly. But yeah, Toni Storm, if she goes to AEW, you know, we can potentially get a Toni Storm versus Britt Baker match. Toni Storm versus Thunder Rosa. Toni Storm versus Shida. Toni Storm versus Statlander. Toni Storm versus, who else? Ty Conti. Toni Storm versus Anna Jay. Toni Storm versus Jade Cargill. Toni Storm versus Ruby Soho. You know, AEW and Impact are in desperate need of more women on their roster. You need more women. That's just my opinion. You need to get more women on your roster. And you need to be vouching for more tag teams. That's just my opinion. But yeah, man, it's clearly, you know, WWE dropped the ball on Toni Storm. They didn't know what to do with her on the main roster. Toni Storm should have been the next Charlotte Flair along with Rhea Ripley, who should have been the next Becky Lynch. Io Shirai should have been the next Bayley. Bianca should have been the next Sasha. Kaylee Ray, Candice LeRae. Even, obviously, she's pregnant. I would even say Indy Hartwell as an honorable mention, because Indy Hartwell is better than 90% of the main roster women. She was a champion in Shimmer and all that. Bro, you can make money off of Indy Hartwell. You can make money off of Kaylee Ray. You can make money off of Io Shirai. You can make money off of Toni Storm. You can make money off of Rhea Ripley. But you don't want to do that. And I don't get it. And it frustrates me. How you have all of these talented women on your roster and you don't want to use none of them because they're Triple H girls and you watered them down. You're telling me you can't make money off of Kaylee Ray, Io Shirai, Indy Hartwell, Dakota Kai, Shayna Baszler, Toni Storm, Rhea Ripley, Bianca Belair, Tegan Knox. That's a solid, you can have the best women's division in the entire pro wrestling industry if you just utilize them and put them right. And you let them go out there and be themselves. You could have easily make money off these women, but you don't want to use them. And that's why I'm frustrated with WWE. Same thing for the men. Same thing for the talent. Raw and SmackDown could be better, man. If my 4, You know how AEW has 4 pillars of AEW? My 4 pillars of WWE would have been Adam Cole, Keith Lee, Johnny Gargano, Adam Cole, Keith Lee, Johnny Gargano, Aleister Black. Those would have been my 4 pillars of WWE. Including Andrade, Walter, Pete Dunne, Dominik Dijakovic, Damian Priest. You can't make money off of any of those guys? Adam Cole should have been the next big thing, but on to the women. Bro, Io Shirai should have been the next big thing in WWE. All those women I just mentioned, including Taya Valkyrie, Ember Moon, Mia Yim, they can all be top players in the women's division if you just utilize them. I don't get it. All the potential you have on that women's division and you don't want to use them. It's very... And I don't blame Toni Storm for asking for her release because she knew the writing on the wall. She knew the booking was just horrible. I just don't get it. I just don't get it, man. Instead, they're shoving the same 4 women down our throats, and I'm just tired of it, to be honest, bro. This is all we're gonna see. This is all we're gonna see. Charlotte, Becky, Sasha, Bayley. If you're not any one of those 4 women, good luck. Good luck trying to succeed on the main roster. Outside of Asuka and Alexa Bliss, then that's it. Other than that, if you're not any of those 4 women, then WWE just doesn't want to push you. It's really crazy. You can have the best women's division in the entire pro wrestling planet if you just utilize them right and stop releasing your talent. Stop burying your talent. Those names I just mentioned, that could have been a good women's division. Rhea Ripley, Io Shirai, Bianca Belair, Toni Storm, Kaylee Ray, Candice LeRae. Obviously, she's pregnant. Indy Hartwell. Who else? Dakota Kai, Shayna Baszler, Raquel Gonzalez. I even throw her name in there. But you just don't want to use them. And it's just, it really pisses me off that you don't want to use any of those women. You don't want nothing to do with them. And like every division, bro, it's just push one women mentality. Do you see what they're doing on NXT? Look at the way they're only pushing one woman on that show, and that's Cora Jade. Don't get me wrong, Cora Jade has a lot of potential, but she's not ready to win the NXT. She doesn't need to win the NXT Women's Championship next week. And like, just get rid of that push one women mentality. The only woman they want to push in WWE is Becky, Charlotte, Sasha, Bayley. That's it. That's it. This is why stars are failed to be created, because they push the same people. Pushing one guy on the roster, the only guy on the roster that's really doing big things is Roman Reigns. WWE has nobody built up for the future. They don't. But honestly, wherever Toni Storm goes, I'll support her. She'll be a great addition to that Knockouts division in Impact Wrestling or that women's division in AEW. Whichever company she lands in, they'll reap the benefits. And that's facts. But other than that, that's all I got for you. I'm just really upset. It really makes me sad, you know, how WWE has become today. And you constantly just drop the ball on these talent. And you don't want nothing to do with them. It's just really sad. It's just honestly really freaking sad, bro. But that's all I got for you today. Don't forget, 6:45 p.m. live stream. AEW Dynamite, last Dynamite on TNT. I'll see you guys there. I love y'all. Take care.